Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm not gonna delay, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. This is a very important video for the channel, and I ask that you guys stick around and just listen to the whole thing, because there's some really big and exciting stuff I have to announce. So, first things first, Antho-Occluophobia, which is the Savathûn series that I've already released a teaser for. I felt I should immediately start by going into what it is, how I'm gonna do it, how I'm making it, who's working on it with me, etc., etc. I'll start off with what is it? Well, Antho-Occluophobia is a Savathûn related series that basically takes the concept of the altar of reflection introduced in Destiny 2 The Witch Queen and kind of going a step farther with it. Basically, imagine that Savathûn had a collection of entries, like personal, I guess you could call it a journal of sorts, but it may not be a journal. I'll get to that in a second. And basically, you, the player, quote unquote, originally this was meant to be an ARG. I do not have the resources to make a fully fledged ARG, so this is going to become a series with small little ARG elements to it. Now, anywho, basically taking these entries and basically bringing them to the altar of reflection to see Savathûn's memories associated with it. Now, there is going to be some questions that you guys will have to ask, and you guys will have to figure out what is real, what isn't real, alright? At the end of the day, this is Savathûn, so Savathûn may be playing tricks on you. And so, even though I'm going to be putting out the series for you guys to see, it is up to all of you to figure out what is a lie and what is a truth. Kind of like how Savathûn likes to do her two truths, two lies game in the Altar of Reflection. It is going to be a super fun project. I am having a lot of fun working on it, and unlike TGB, which is on hold for reasons I'll get into in a second, this is actually a much more easy to do project. And the thing is that only 3 people are working on it. Myself, Alex G, who's making the music, and CZ Fox, who is voicing Savathûn. So that might seem a little alarming because it's like, oh, only 3 people? Well, actually, that's kind of perfect because the workload is easy enough that I can make all the visuals, I can write, I can edit it, and I only need CZ and Alex to, make the music and voice Savathûn. So, and bear in mind, they are absolutely vital to this, and they are incredible at what they do, and I am so grateful that they agreed to work on this with me. But, let's just look at TGB. TGB, well, I was kind of hoping that things like the Patreon would take off a little more, and the reason for that is, well, TGB was the kind of project that I would need a proper, larger team to help me with. I needed artists, background artists specifically. I needed our other artists to just help me take off the workload because each episode was going to be rather lengthy, and it was just something that required resources that I just was not able to get, and I tried, but right now TGB is on hold. Don't worry, it isn't gone forever, but right now it's kind of just on pause indefinitely, which I know isn't necessarily a comfort, but just know it's not gone forever. I will bring it back when I can. So with that said, how are you going to be able to watch Antho-Occluophobia? Well, that's where the first big announcement comes in. I have made a second channel just for Antho-Occluophobia. So here I will, in the main channel, I'll always have things like how I made it, bonus stuff, right? But in the second channel, that's going to be where you're going to watch the episodes, things like that. And, I'll have the second channel linked, description, comments. It's called Osmium Tales. That's how you're going to be able to watch Anthocluophobia. I highly, highly recommend that you, subscribe to it, because how else are you going to know when the next episode drops? And then that brings me into my next announcement, since we're on the topic of channels. So, I have decided to make a third channel specifically dedicated for gaming, and I'm thinking of having like a family of channels. So you'll have the main Team Ancilla channel, which has the lore, the talks, the behind the scenes, right? And then you have the second channel, Osmium Tales, for things like Anthocluophobia, and maybe one day TGB, whenever it returns. And then this third channel would be for gaming, game nights, maybe even streams, etc., etc. And I actually have not made it yet, because I wanted to ask all of you, what should I call this channel? How often do you guys want me to upload on that channel as opposed to, this channel? And yeah, so now that brings us into the next announcement. I am planning to completely overhaul or redo the Patreon. I feel like it's not appealing enough. In truth, I was not really 100% certain what I was going to do with it. So I decided that, you know what? I'm going to remake the Patreon. The Patreon page is still going to be there, right? But yeah, I'm gonna revamp the Patreon basically, and so I want to ask, what is the most appealing thing for you in a Patreon? What would you like to see come out of my Patreon, right? Do you want more rewards, more interaction with me? Maybe something else? Just let me know. What do you guys want? I already have the Ancilla mug for the top tier patrons, which is 20, but I also realized that not a lot of people would be willing to do 20, so I do intend to make the lower tiers more appealing. So I know that Sheer and I discussed making stickers. So yeah, what do you guys want? And also, this is a message specifically to my two current patrons, because you guys are fucking awesome. What do you guys want out of your Patreon experience? Feel free to DM me on Patreon, and I will do my best to see what I can do, because you guys have stuck around, and I'm very grateful for that. I do know I need to talk to one of you. So, with that said, yeah, let me know what you guys want to improve your Patreon experience, and then also, to the rest of you, what would make what do you want to see out of my own Patreon? And then, of course, I'm gonna try and incentivize more activity on my Discord, because, well, I'm trying to restart the game nights. I had to stop doing them for a while because I was working, but I am trying to work in a schedule where I'm able to do them every other Saturday. So 2 nights a month we're gonna do a game night. And then also there's gonna be other events for the Destiny clan. And of course, I am trying to get back into the swing of things with Arma. It's just making Arma operations is intensive and requires a lot of time, and I'm just really, really busy. So yeah, that's just pretty much the gist of it. I am going to be working a lot, but of course, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be willing to interact with all of you. Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Discord, all of these are open to you guys, and I will more than likely respond. I'm always active on my Discord channel. I ask that you don't like flood me with a million DMs, but if you do want to interact with me, honestly, Discord is probably your best bet. That's where I am the most active. So, yeah, any questions, any recommendations, any comments, put it down below in the comments section or on my Discord. I'll make a channel in the Discord server specifically for giving me recommendations or ideas. And with that said, I will see you in the cosmos, friends.